Hello, my name is Rich. I use the he, him pronouns, and you're watching my YouTube channel where I play amazing tabletop role-playing games with friends. It's Saturday as we begin this, and we are continuing a mini series, quarterly, as part of Star Wars Saturdays, which is my ongoing anthology series of tabletop RPGs set in the wonderful world of Star Wars. We're playing after Return of the Jedi, but not quite up to Mandalorian. So in that New Republic forming period. But I'm utilizing the Tapani sector for this game. What's the Tapani sector? What are you even talking about? Short version, West End Games, the original Star Wars role-playing game publishers, created this non-canon legends, one might say, setting of noble houses and the Empire and lots of pirates. And so that is where I have set all of my games for 2025 so far. Hopefully, I'll stick to it. That was the plan. And Rapscallion is the game we're playing. It's a PBTA game recently released. The books are forthcoming. PDF is out, published by Magpie Games. Rapscallion is not really built for Star Wars. It is built for fantasy piratical adventures in the vein of Pirates of the Caribbean and the anime or manga One Piece. And we are hacking, drifting it into Star Wars. It is a lot. It's been a lot of work, and these players have been wonderfully giving and considerate for the hack job that I have done so far. And we will continue to hack and make it Star Warsy. The crew has a stolen Imperial Corvette. They have named or kept the name the Deceptor, and that is the Jewel, the ship that they are uh, pirating around. And they have headed to a particular part of the galaxy where there was an X on a map with treasure, and that X has led them to a Clone Wars era ship known as the Orpheon, which is giving off heavy levels of radiation and has a number of crashed ships like the detritus. It is what looks like once was a battlefield around it. And boldly or greedily, Kola, Break, and Faru Bryn and our Shiprat, who is not with us because Jolene is unable to join us for this session, all headed off to enter the Orpheon and loot its wares. Ali Vat is our shiprat. She will be staying by the TIE fighter to make sure that no one steals it. And meanwhile, our captain and navigator have remained on the Deceptor because coffee or grog and shanties. I think it's what I don't know. We'll find out.
We had
Let's.
our buzz droids to take care of for a second
That's
there.
true. Well, that's enough work.
Yeah, yeah.
That's enough. Okay. So let's go around the horn and remind ourselves of our characters. We'll start from the left hand side of the character keeper because we have to start with our lovely captain. Mark, if you could introduce yourself and tell us about your character.
Yeah, I'm Mark Heatham, and I am playing Captain Shag Cochran, who is a he, him. Captain Shag is slash was a Void Prince, but got betrayed and is now on seeking revenge and treasure.
Yep, revenge and treasure. That's very piratical. Love it. Next up is Stephen.
Hi, my name is Stephen. My pronouns are he, him. I'm playing Faru Bryn, whose pronouns are she, her. Faru is a Twi'lek, and used to be part of a circus, like a Cirque du Soleil kind of thing. She's very acrobatic. She's been trained just a little bit in Terras Kasi, which is the fighting system in Star Wars, and she had to leave because she was um, not willing to go along with some of the blaming someone else on the crew in the circus, but it was under kind of secret reasons and all that kind of stuff. And she likes showing off a little bit, showing how cool she can be, and uh, yeah, I think that's it.
A lot of people hate on the Solo movie. It will always live in my good graces because it has made official movie canon Terraskasi. Didn't see any moves, but we know it was real because it was mentioned and someone got their ass kicked with Terraskasi. So that makes me happy. Next up is Andesh.
Hello, I'm Anders, he, him. I'm playing Cola Breaker Breck, also known as Scorpion. She, her. She's the gunslinger, and she's not in a good place. She had a close encounter with a Sith Force user. She had to abandon her rebellion comrades, and she blames the ISB director that we stole the ship from, and she wants him very, very dead, and she does not care much who gets in between. So that might cause some problems, but we'll see.
If it's any consolation, I don't think the ISB director even knows who you are. You mean nothing to him. Last but certainly not least is our navigator, played by Greg.
Hey, I'm Greg. I use he, him pronouns. I'm playing Raz, also he, him. Raz is a Duros. Raz has the oddity of the stars, which means I get the cool white eye. Maybe we'll some point, put on an eye patch. Um, Raz made a promise to the sea and then reneged on it, or bargained with the sea and then reneged on it. So I am cursed with powers, but I must never touch another person, speak my heart's desire, or see my true love. I did reach out in the chat. I do my true love I have is another ship. If that's too weird and we want to go with a person, I'm okay with that too. Um, but currently it's the Void's Anchor, which is an interdictor cruiser.
Wild.
Uh, Yeah, Raz was last seen getting real bad vibes watching Cola and Faru leave and saw Death's hands clasped around Cola Breaker. Cool.
Kola and Faru. You exit this TIE Defender. It was a bit of a tight fit for the three of you. Ali stays in the ship to keep an eye on you, but as soon as the airlock cycles with a grinding hiss behind you and you step through the breach into the Orpheon's ruined interior, the lights from your helmets cut through a dull reddish fog that hangs in the corridor, thin strands of irradiated vapor that swirl like ghost smoke as you move forward. The walls around you are scorched and sheared open by some long ago battle. Hanging wires sizzle weakly, sending sparks into the drifting haze. And underfoot, the deck plates are slick with rust and something darker. You notice pieces of clone trooper armor litter the corridor. Splintered visors, shattered pauldrons, the occasional weapon fused into the walls by heat and pressure. You hear your own breathing in the sealed vac suits, but through your helmet, Mike, comes something else. A distant, metallic tap, 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 like fingernails against Durasteel. And then silence. What do you do?
Move forward. I
Yeah,
mean,
so
we're
I'm
not
going to take a
turning
look.
back now.
Yeah, I'm going to take a look around, see if I can't find anything valuable. Weapons, I guess, from the leftover clone troopers. You said that there's a tapping that doesn't seem to be, just a wire or sparks or anything like that. Can we tell what direction that's coming from?
Why, that would be a super interesting move. I wonder if this game has a move for looking around trying to figure out a thing. Hmm. Perhaps you are sizing up a suspicious situation? Why don't you roll plus vinegar?
Perfect. That's a
Okay.
9.
On a 7 to 9, you hold 1. You can hold an additional 1 if you stick your nose somewhere you shouldn't. Feels like this could qualify. When you're in the situation, you spin 1 hold to ask one of the following set of questions and take a +1 whenever you call on an answer to help you.
Oh yeah. So the first one is, where are there signs of hidden treasure?
Ooh. Ooh, where are there signs of hidden treasure? You peer through out of the corridor where you currently are, and you see the interior of the Orpheon. And it's obvious that some explosion took out several decks because it is a wide open space. And far on the other edge, you see a pair of blinking amber lights. They are indicator lights, perhaps. And you see there's a large crate that is vac sealed and marked with Arabesh, denoting that it is a level of Imperial protection that likely kept whatever is inside safe from the radiation that permeates the interior of the Orpheon.
Is there gravity here?
There is no gravity here.
Okay. So I think I point to Breaker and say, hey, you know, there's a crate over here. If I'm not mistaken, you said I we're sticking our nose somewhere where we shouldn't, so we get a second hold.
That seems fair, don't you think?
Okay. Yeah, sure. Um,
Sure.
where's the danger lurking?
Again, closer this time. You catch a flicker at the edge of your lights. Not movement exactly, but a shape that wasn't there a second ago. And above you, the lights stutter, and you realize this threat is at multiple points around you. A voice crackles to life over the ship's ancient loudspeakers. The sound is half buried in static. Its words are cold and deliberate. This vessel is under the command of Strategic Tactical Droid Unit 9, designation Stratag 9. You are in violation of military salvage protocol. Scanning. Unauthorized life signs detected. Subject 1, Twi'lek, non-registered. Subject 2, human female. Combat profile, mismatched. Trespass, confirmed. The Orpheon is not abandoned. The dead remain at their posts. You are not welcome here. You are not alone. A sharp pop of feedback ends the transmission, and the tapping sound resumes. Several, all around you, from the ventilation shaft above the service corridors and the shadows behind broken doors. We cut back to the captain's, the main bridge where the captain and the navigator and a few folks for yet to be determined who are on board the bridge. Captain, do you have a full bridge, or have you utilized some of the automation provided by?
I think it's as full a bridge as we can manage. Yeah, we've got 100 folks on board. We have hands to spare.
Excellent. Raz, you had focused your energies on Color Breaker Breck,
Mm-hmm.
but a small indicator light draws your attention. There's a ping on the far sensors. Something coming up from behind you, not from interior. So if you remember, you entered this.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, it's something from behind that is moving at a steady but slow rate, what do you do?
Captain, can I speak my mind?
Always.
I think we should get closer.
Because
Hmm. And this is part of my role from last time. I do believe there's droids. Droids above that, aboard that ship.
well, we blasted the other ones. We'll blast these ones too. Bring her in.
Hmm.
Cool. So Raz, do you comply and bring the Deceptor closer to the irradiated perimeter? There is
Yes.
danger involved. Your ship will withstand it for a time, but there are points where the buzz droid breached. So what's the
Right.
plan there?
Well, the plan is to bring the Deceptor close, and try to find a spot that maybe we won't get too much radiation within the ship. There's probably no spot with zero, but find a calmer spot. Also to avoid or mask ourselves a little bit from whoever is coming in behind us.
I'm looking at the ship moves,
Yeah,
trying to
I'm trying to
figure out
find
if
the
there's
ship
a ship
moves.
move that best.
Where's the ship
Um,
moves?
yeah, the ship moves are the ship and downtime moves. I am,
Ah, there it is.
yeah, you can click on my little icon, and it'll pop you to where I'm at on there.
I think
You're
navigate
definitely,
when you net towards a difficult or new destination, or is that more
yeah,
of like
that seems more of time passing kind of thing
right?
because the navigate, you get a downtime. So I think it might be either outmaneuver. It doesn't feel like you're necessarily escaping.
Yeah.
It may not even be a move. I'm just
Yeah.
eager to like engage these moves. So.
No, I can see outmaneuver because I am also trying to avoid whoever this like. There's we don't have a lot of friends. Pretty
Right.
much any other ship is opposition, right?
Yeah. Opposition is there. Yeah.
Um, yeah, I'm good with
Just before
outmaneuver.
you roll, I'd like to introduce a new crew member who will notify you over comms. So let us quickly build our new crew member. Captain, are they human or non-human?
Let's make these non-human. Let's make them a um. Let's make McQuarrin. Yeah. Why not?
Ooh, Quarren.
Yeah.
Ah, excellent. And then Cola Breaker Breck, is the Quarren loyal to the crew or are they merely on the run?
I think loyal to the crew and to the specifically to the crew, not necessarily to the captain.
And then Faru, um, is the Quarren in question a person who mocks your previous employment or was once a fan of your little circus?
I think they're a fan of the Cirque du Soleil troupe that I was a part of, and they don't understand why I ever left.
Totally makes sense. And then Raz, is the Quarren loyal to this crew out of uh, love or loneliness?
Loneliness.
All right. Thank you so much, friends, for that. I'm going to grab one of the names from our name and species helper, although I have thanks to amazing Cody Eastlick, who unfortunately works on Saturdays and can't play with us anymore. He grabbed out of the old D20 Star Wars RPG a bunch of tables. So I want to engage the table, actually. I was going to, who wants to roll a D100 on our Mad Dice
I'll
generator
roll.
to get us a name?
Okay, go for it.
D100. 71.
Calls, builder of homes. And let's give that's their last name. Let's grab one of those. Let's call them Poish. Is that too much? Is that too hard to say? Pwoesh. Poish.
Polish.
Sounds great.
Poish calls. Wow, that is Star Warsy as hell. Poish calls. Excellent. I don't have any ready-made quorum picks, but it turns out that someone created a Pinterest with a bunch of different alien species. So if anyone wants to follow that link, which happens to be our names in Species Helper, on the there we go. I'm highlighting it. Star Wars characters. Grab a quorum pick. You're great. If you don't want to, that's fine. It's no XP for it. It's just you doing a thing. And Pwoish calls over the comms, but it's to the bridge, so it comes over the loudspeaker. Captain, there's an Imperial probe droid at our ass.
Ugh, fine. Has it pinged us yet? Can we tell if it's got our number?
Ooh, that's a great question. And I'm going to use a die of fate to answer the question. So I'm going to roll a d6. This is crazy. I don't know what I'm doing, honestly. A die of fate from the fates. We'll see. Oh, okay. That didn't actually. Oh, you do this. You do the dice first. Is that what you do?
I think so, yeah.
Dang it. Okay. I'm
Silly
learning.
fates don't even know how to roll a die.
I know, silly fates. Not yet, sir, but it's on its way.
Well, get it before it gets us.
On it. And you are now navigating, if I remember correctly. Raz, the
Oh no,
navigator. Are you
we're
trying to
doing
outmaneuver?
outmaneuver.
Sorry, outmaneuver.
Which our boat's real not good at.
It is
So
No, it's a big boat.
I was going to I'm going to spend one luck to roll with my ship bonds, which is now only one.
Oh, the ship is jealous of your love for another.
Well, yes. Well, it's also I took the bond hit to get out of my thing. So rolling plus one, 2d6 plus one out.
Okay.
Okay, it's a 7.
Hey, 7 is not a fail. So on outmaneuver, on a 7 to 9, the fates describe a complication with your plan. Excellent. So you're moving forward. You get your opposition exactly where you want them, meaning you move further in, and this happens as Ploish is getting one of the turbo lasers and trying to sight in the Imperial probe droid at your aft, like coming closer. He's sighting it in, and then the probe droid hits a point where the radiation has exceeded a certain limit, and then it skitters off, and they don't have to fire at that. That is your hit. The complication, however, there's what looked like a dead separatist patrol craft adrift near the Orpheon starts to power up. Ping, 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 ping. And it turns and we don't do a lot of ship-to-ship combat in Star Wars, so Rich is trying to avoid dropping into Star Trek colloquialisms, so maybe it's going to shoot at you. But we will cut away there because we are cutting back inside the Orpheon. That's when you see it, a clone trooper helmet, white and scorched, slowly turns your way from the darkness of a ruined alcove. The head is tilted at an unnatural angle, revealing that what's inside is not flesh anymore. Beneath that cross visor, which is broken, you see that there's no face, just the dry skull, strung with black cables where muscles used to be. Bits of odd brain matter are mummified beneath the dome. I assume Color Breaker's already firing at it, so that's what we should lead off with. I think you are, as we move away from ship moves to look at the basic and special moves, getting into a scrap.
Mm-hmm. That I am, and I'm using my heavy blaster pistol, which is got powerful and stun tags. I was just about to check out what those mean. Powerful, one per session. Let me do that now. Stun is spend the bomb. Yeah, okay. So that's not really right now. I'm just blasting.
Okay, go for it.
Yeah. So this is blood.
Mm-hmm.
+2 in blood, I think. Yeah, I do. So let's see, 2d6 +2. That's a 10.
Nice. On a 10 plus, you also seize the ante.
Ooh.
This thing's dead. Like you shoot it right in the head, its head explodes. Like this is a heavy blaster pistol. Your blaster pistol is amazing. Bone sprays everywhere. It falls heavily to the ground. The deck plates. Let's stay within theme, Rich. But you seize the ante. This is a cool thing. So seizing the ante, and by the way, this is a mob, so you can seize the ante and utilize it against others of this ilk of clone troopers. I'm just, offhandedly, just so I can have a term to call reanimated clone troopers. But, you don't need to worry about that. It's just words. But you can seize the ante, which means that you get a bond, like a temporary bond with them, which allows you to do cool stuff. And you get a choice there. So you can seize something from them, force them into a precarious new position, intimidate them, and compel them to back off.
So is that in addition to getting the ante? Yeah.
It appears to be because
the ante
you
is
also
special.
seize the ante, and then there's some choices. Hold on, let's see. On a hit, deal your weapons harm or deal half your weapons harm and pick one of the following options. Oh, I see. Okay. So you seize the ante, and if you want to do half of your weapons harm, then you can choose one of those options. Okay, sorry.
And half, that's rounded down, right?
Correct.
That would be 1 harm, which maybe takes out one of these guys.
Yeah.
But 3 harm would probably do more than that.
Correct.
Yeah.
Yeah, 3 harm would be you shot that one, and then another one dropped from a corridor, and you clipped it as well, and it spun a little bit. These things are not making noises.
They're not durable. Yeah. I think I just take out the 1, and so I do 1 harm and force them into a precarious new position.
Nice. That sounds awesome. So you do 1 harm, which means you took out one of them, 1 dropped. But let's say maybe you fire on a couple of the hanging cables and block off an area for entryway for some of these reanimated clone troopers. Faru, there are other targets of opportunity, and then there's that big, wide open maw of open space with no gravity calling to you for cool circus-related antics. What do you do?
So I think what I'm going to do is, you said that inside the mask there were all these like cables and stuff, and
Yeah, like wrapped around the head of that clone trooper, there were the weird cables and other things. And as you watch closely, like when its mouth opened, you can see the cable tighten slightly, and you can hear the the sound of one of the arms. It's holding one of the blaster rifles that these clone troopers were issued, but it's holding it like a club, like kind of dragging it along, and you can hear the cables tighten and stretch like a marionette, perhaps a puppet.
Are there cables leading out of them that you can see?
Ooh, why, yes, there are.
So what I'm going to do is I'm going to use my vibro whip, and it rattles a little bit as I pull it out, and it shakes. And I'm going to whip around and see if I can't find where this bundle of cables is coming from. I see them trailing back from several of them, so I'm going to use the whip to try to get to the location where there's kind of a central bundle and cut it.
Awesome. That sounds like, and you check me if this wasn't your intent, but it sounds like you're making using a clever trick to seize the upper hand here.
I think that's true. And I have a move. In addition, I have a move called Theatrics, which allows me to swing from something and land where I might need to be. So I think it's two rolls, and that happens whenever I enter a fight.
Okay.
So,
You have entered
yeah,
a fight.
yeah.
More shuffle into view now, emerging from the smoke and the wreckage. You see that many of them still wear their armor, but in patches. Some are little more than exposed bone. And their hollow eye sockets gleam with a faint red light.
Okay. And oh, I'm rolling with the wrong thing. Okay. Um, so I'm gonna first do my Theatrics.
Okay.
Um, that is a 9. And then next I'm going to roll with Clever Trick, which is Vinegar, and that is an 11. So
Okay.
the
So you hold
9,
one from theatrics.
yeah, and what that does is it lets me swing from something and land where I need to be.
Perfect.
Yeah.
And on a
And then
11, you pull off this trick spectacularly and get to mark one luck.
so um so do you want to narrate what happens?
Um,
Or do you want me to?
I I think you've got an 11. You seize the upper hand. You're being theatrical. I want to see your theatrics, and I'll react to your awesomeness of. Let's just to be clear. I think what you've done is taken out this little nexus node of cables, so the throng of reanimated clone troopers fall again lifeless to the deck plates.
So
But
I
what does
think
that
what
look
happened,
like?
yeah, what we see her pull up that whip, and it glows a little bit with the vibration, and she spins it around and whips it, and it wraps around not the cable itself, but like a nearby piping, and is able to swing from that further up where the cables kind of join together. And she reaches down and slices the cable, and it just comes apart because of its age. And I think what we'd seen was several of these reanimated troopers were closing in on Breaker. And as I yank on the cable and separate it, they kind of pull up short, almost like a dog on a leash. And then as I cut through it, they kind of uh collapse, as you mentioned, like a marionette that's had its strings cut.
Excellent. Excellent. Yes, yeah, when you do that, the loudspeakers crackle to life. There's a moment of calm around you, Faru, as you've pulled this awesome trick that would have gotten applause if only there were people watching. Biological infiltration detected. Protocol Corpse Cycle Prime. Yours to survival metrics statistically irrelevant. Commencing termination. And then we cut back to the captain and Raz
Oh,
as you realize that you're possibly going to be fired on, but this is a small ship. I'm sure
yeah,
it's
it's a
fine.
small ship. Um, I will attempt to parlay with them. Open up communications and
Ooh.
say, this is Captain Shag Cochran of the Deceptor. Um, Power down, or you will be destroyed. We are way bigger than
Hmm.
you, and we we mean you no ill intent. We are merely here on a salvage mission, but we will not hesitate to defend ourselves.
Amazing.
What we are offering in return is not to kill them.
Okay. Well, I think that this is an interested party.
Yeah.
So I'll allow you to go ahead and roll plus polish to see if you can talk your way out of this
2,
pickle.
6 plus 2.
The graveyard, Captain.
That is a 12.
Wow. On a 10 plus, your words carry real weight. Gain a bond with each other if you are generous and forthright.
I think not killing them is pretty generous.
I don't know about that.
I'm definitely forthright though.
You are indeed forthright. You announce your intentions and make your demands, and your comm units blink ship comms with the reply. The Orpheon is under the command of Strategic Tactical Unit 9, designation Stratog 9. You are in violation of military salvage protocol. Provide proper documentation for your efforts, and we will stand down.
What's my Quarren's name?
Pwoish.
Proish, show them some documentation.
Oh my goodness, the pick for Pwoish, by the way, choice. Really love that pick. Great job.
Just fire across their bow.
Oh, sure. Of course, Captain.
Here's the documentation as you requested.
Sweet. So you fire at the patrol ship, and I think that I'm interested. That is a thing. Like your words carry real weight. You're not gaining a bond, but I think that this patrol ship will start moving towards you, and it takes a couple of shots from. So let's go ahead and have you do damage to it. Taking a look at your ship, and what particular are we using? You're not using your gadget.
So this is just the cannons.
Yeah.
And I think
Okay.
since it's just the Quarren shooting, I think it's just a one cannon right now. So it's not using the full battery. So probably just one harm if that's
Yeah. Yeah. A
yeah.
battery of turbo lasers that are basilisks do a significantly higher amount of harm, but this is. Did you order Pwoish to destroy this
No,
patrol
I just
craft?
wanted to
Fire
let
across the
him
bow. Like
yeah,
you wouldn't even
show
want to
that
hit it,
we
right?
can
It's
do
just like,
this.
hey, this is how much it would
Yeah.
hurt. Got it. Cool. Yes. So you do that, and um,
Stand down or you will be salvaged.
excellent. It as again, it starts moving forward. This patrol ship, and again, by the not stop saying that again. The patrol ship is a shuttle. It is dwarfed by you. It's moving forward as if someone is moving a pawn on a chessboard, um, waiting for someone to try to take the pawn.
Hmm,
Captain, you've seen this kind of gambit before.
interesting. Um,
We should shoot it out of the sky.
do
Sorry.
do we have a tractor beam on this thing?
I think you should it's not listed on the ship stuff, but that's also because this ship was created for fantasy stuff that doesn't even
Um,
have tractor beams. So,
Raz might know. Raz, do we have a tractor beam on this thing?
Is it working? Might check with Pwoish.
ooh, cool. How about we have Raz let's see. Sorry, it's just double checking some actual mechanics rather than just rolling another die of fate. Um
think some of the other ships had something that could have been construed as a tractor beam.
Yeah, is there a gadget? Could we use a
looking.
gadget, or if you're willing to take one wreck or spend a unit of coaxium, then I'll say that you have a tractor beam.
I think a unit of coaxium is fair for that. Yeah.
Okay.
I mean, how
Now,
much coaxium do we have? Just the
you
one?
started with one.
Just one.
Oh, okay.
We should probably put a little tracker for coaxium on this keeper. I think that would be smart. Because the coaxium is the thick vault, contains one coaxium.
Mm.
Well, okay. So you're asking me to tractor beam it. I don't I don't have to listen to you. I could just
You
shoot
don't
it.
have to.
I think there's a move for that called stand your ground, which is in face of a compel, you can spend a bond and blah blah blah.
Compel is an actual mechanic
Oh, okay.
based off of someone's vice.
Mm,
But you're giving an order, Captain. Do you
yeah.
have any order related moves? I don't think you do, but I'm just double
Just for
checking.
like general crew, when I
Right,
have to do
right,
something, I
right,
roll
right.
with
Yeah.
Oh,
polish.
command. Yeah. Lead a group of your crewmates to
Oh,
accomplish a
we
basic
got a little
objective.
bit of time. It's not a real threat. We should blow it out of the sky, Captain.
If you choose to follow my orders, if you choose to not follow my orders, then you mark luck equal to unrest. But I don't have any unrest. Um, I think it seems like a trick. Only a fool would charge a ship like this with a shuttle. I'd like to hold them in place and see what happens.
Mhm.
Hmm.
All right, Captain. I will use the coaxium. Let's use a gadget.
Yeah, and when the time comes, you can pull the trigger yourself.
Sweet.
All right.
So you're spinning a coaxium, and that seems like a pretty heavy price for
Oh
a
yeah.
tractor beam. So we'll talk about that after.
Yeah.
But tractor beam grabs hold of this patrol craft, holds it steady, and after a few seconds, the tractor beam explodes. The tractor beam holds it together. The patrol craft does explode as if maybe this was a thing.
Yeah.
Yeah. So we cut back inside Faru and Kala Breaker Breck. Well, the Stratag 9 is telling you that you're going to die. You have a moment where Kala, the side you had basically blocked off one corridor, and then Faru took out the little Nexus cables that the other reanimated clone troopers were. So you guys have a moment to figure out what you want to do. You hear the thudding as things try to get their way through to you. What do you do?
Yeah, I think I'd like to size up a suspicious situation here. I think I'm looking for a terminal, computer terminal of some kind, where I could maybe I need to like connect my suit to give it some extra juice or something because I assume things aren't working properly, but I want to get access to something.
That sounds awesome. Maybe like wipe off a little bit of the grime from a cord, a terminal, and plug in something from your suit so that you have access to it. You wanted to try to slice in here? What do you have a move you're engaging? I'm quite intrigued.
Think I'm just trying to size up the situation, like using whatever information I can get from the terminal to figure out what's going on.
Ooh, fun.
But maybe I need to do something before that. I guess that would be break in or break out in that case. I don't know if that's up to you if I need to do something before.
No,
Uh,
I'm okay with you trying. I think this is a cool like narrative excuse to try to size up this suspicious situation. So I'm interested in you getting some information. That sounds fun.
cool. So I'm rolling with vinegar, and my vinegar is 0. So this is just 2d6 for some text, as it says. That's okay. Well, the dice are 12. Um, I'm not
You hold
used.
two. You gain much knowledge. Um,
Yeah.
that's great.
So I think I think what Cola is really after is what here is useful to me or my crew, and my crew is far down the list there. What is useful to me here? Um, like looking for something that would help me on my revenge quest against the ISB director, but anything else that's useful is also good.
Okay. So you, oh, you got a big, it's a big mug there. It's a mighty big mug. You got a mighty thirst. Is that a Stanley cup? I just want, no, it's fine. Doesn't matter.
It's
You slice into these ancient protocols. It's like COBOL and C plus ancient stuff, right? And you are able to circumvent the protections that have been put in place, which are as old as dirt. You find that located in the Orpheon's core, there is a small registry of storm gem power cells, which are experimental an experimental Republic energy project, each the size of a fist and powerful enough to overload a capital ship's reactor or power a city for a month. They are highly unstable. There is a listing of physical data pads, encrypted Clone Wars intel logs, and last, there is something that Stratag 9 has overwritten the descriptor registry to refer to it as the Fulcrum Spark.
cool. Um, yeah. And then there was another question that was interesting. Yeah, what strange secrets lie just beneath the surface?
You, the players, have probably figured out that this tactical droid is running everything. So everything within the Orpheon is routed to one source. There is one puppet master. There's one living being in Orpheon who has survived all of this. All of the droids that are activated, repair droids that are functional, are non-sentient echoes that this Stratag 9 controls. Is that a fair answer?
Yeah,
Okay.
absolutely. So I think I say to Faru, um, we just got to take out the brain, and the rest will cut off the head, and the snake will die.
Oh. Um, okay, so I have an idea. So I start jumping around in zero G and picking up some of the parts that we had from the clone troopers that were just defeated. And
Fun.
I start tossing them at Breaker and come over and start outfitting her so she looks like one of these clone troopers. And we're going to, and I lean forward and I'm saying, we're going to get you close enough that you can blow it away.
Sounds good.
I
Excellent.
forget how helping works. So my thought,
Spending bonds is how I
ah,
think you help.
okay,
Yes.
good. And I have a bond. Okay.
Yes.
So,
Excellent.
so Cola, my idea is I'll dress you up and then I'll try and run a distraction to help you so you can get close enough to uh the droid. Do you want me to be there?
uh, I'll be fine on my
Yeah.
own. You
Good.
do your thing, and I'll do mine.
Yeah. So I'm going to help Cola by running a distraction to keep all of the animated clone troopers running after me while she heads towards the central location.
And I
Sounds
think Cola, like you're putting on pieces of these old from these old dead clone troopers, and she's not flinching about like the gore and the old mildewy remains of old troopers. She's taking that in stride.
And I think I'm actually using some of these cables to tie them on to keep them in place.
Yeah.
So you have you look like you have loops of cable strapped around you anyway.
excellent.
Yeah,
Excellent.
that's great.
I love that. That's really cool. Great. And the plan is that Faru is the distraction so the Kola can get close enough to try to take down Stratog 9. Is that right? Excellent. That sounds like a great set of tricks. Let's see here. So I think what I'd like to do with that is I'm looking at the basic moves. It sounds like we want to use a clever trick to break in to reach
Think
Stratog 9. Does that seem fair? Or
I'm probably trying to hoodwink
oh yes,
with
you are
a convincing
hoodwinking.
lie or disguise. I think that.
That sounds fun. Okay.
But actually, or maybe that's not suitable. On a hit, they bought your story for now. I'm not sure if that. Maybe that's more a social thing. I don't know.
Um, I like hoodwink. I like the options on break in or out here. As you're trying to break into where Stratog 9 is located, it feels a little more break in than
Yeah,
the opening is your disguise.
yeah, sounds cool.
Okay. And then I want Faru to be at risk here, so I think you're trying to use a clever trick to distract Stratog 9, Faru, that is also part of this opening. And if you are successful, then we'll give a situational +1 forward to call out Breaker Break. Does that seem fair?
Yeah. So from my size up, where I asked about the danger that was lurking, do I get a +1?
You do.
Okay. And then Breaker Breck will also, if they had anything associated with the size up, they could also get a +1. Okay. So I think Clever Trick is going to be plus Vinegar +1. Okay. Oh, that's a 7. I needed it.
Nice. Okay. Your tricks
Yeah.
work, but there's a catch. The fates will tell you what it costs to follow through. I think that while you guys took out the reanimated clone troopers that were in that corridor, you have to move out into a more exposed area. And what it costs you, Faru, is to draw the heat away from Kala so that she can move closer to Stratog 9. A few reactivated battle droids will Roger themselves after you and start firing your way and slowly moving in 0G to try to, well, kill you because you're a threat. So seem is that a
Oh, yeah.
awesome.
Perfect.
Great.
Should I take damage from that?
You should. I
Yeah.
think that when you first are discovered, you will take 2 harm unless you have any kind of armor.
Have to look and see. Okay.
And so, Cola, you now have a +1 because you want to know what it was beneath the surface, and another +1 from Faru as you make a break-in maneuver, rolling plus blood. This you should be good at this, so I'm expecting you to fail.
Yeah, I don't know. Is there a limit here on how much of a plus you can have?
+4 is the most for most PBTA games, the most you can roll with.
Yeah, and I have a +4.
Well, that is what you get. You get to roll with all those bonuses. Sweet, sweet
all
bonuses.
the bonuses. That is not a die roll because I
You have to
don't
put
know.
the text after the thing, so
Yeah. That's an 8. So I did need a lot of help with that.
That was a crap roll, my friend, but you pulled it off. Okay, so on a 7 to 9 with breaking in, the fates. You get to on a hit. You've gotten in or out. Choose one, and then on a 7 to 9, the fates choose one as well. Hee hee hee. One of my favorite Magpie adds to the PBTA pick lists is the GM also picks a thing. It does make
Mhm.
the creating the list really challenging, but it's cool.
So I did get in or out, but I had to choose one of the bad things.
Correct.
Um, thing. Ooh, what does Mark Trouble mean here? What does
Ooh.
Mark Trouble? Yeah.
So
Does that
trouble
mean
is
like
a situational hindrance that you have that stays with you for an extended period, but there is an escape clause. So it's almost
okay?
like a little custom move part
Yeah, yeah,
of
yeah.
Rapscallion. It's pretty neat, but if you fill up all of your troubles, your character's story is done. You have
Yeah, yeah,
four
yeah.
troubles you can
So
mark.
so it's mechanically similar to the Vice, but it's like a thing
Yeah.
that gets added on.
Major,
Yeah,
you were going
but
to say
it's a
something?
persistent trouble. Yeah.
Yeah, persistent trouble. Yeah, yeah, cool. I don't. I mean, that's cool, but it doesn't feel super appropriate.
Okay.
I have a question about the
Um,
troubles. I was just looking at them because of something else. Um, when you get a trouble, you put the trouble in that slot, and does that stay and you just mark it and unmark it?
Yes, and there's an escape valve
Right.
for it. Similar
That
to
lets you unmark it.
yeah, that
But that
lets
like
you.
becomes like a thing about your character that you
Yeah, I
can
think
mark.
it's like a new forever problem.
Awesome. Got it. Cool, cool, cool. That's sweet.
It's interesting,
yeah, yeah, yeah.
but I
This
totally
doesn't
get
feel
you why
like
you would not immediately would have worked trouble this early in the series.
It's like
yeah,
taking a
and
bath.
this doesn't feel like a weighty enough thing to add
Well, I
something
tried real
for me.
hard. I'm sorry I didn't make it feel very weighty.
It doesn't feel weighty for
All
my
right. Note to
character
self,
right
more box
now.
text for weight. It's very heavy. No, sorry.
No,
Okay.
I think I ran into an obstacle I didn't expect.
That sounds awesome. I like the obstacle you didn't expect. And we're going to cut away, so Rich can have a moment or two to think about an obstacle that even he didn't expect.
And
Because
you
that's
also get to pick one, right?
I do.
So you can put trouble on me if you want to.
I, that's true, but now it seems punitive. I shouldn't make such a big deal about it. Oh
Uh,
You
man,
can
if I
also give someone trouble just by spending a bond with them. So it feels like not like a super like this has to be a defining character moment thing. It's like, oh yeah, like I'm gonna do a thing to you, and now you have that trouble.
um, how about this? Here's my. I'm going to choose a trouble. Sorry, it does feel punitive, but
No,
I'm
no,
doing
no,
it
that's fine.
anyway. I think when you connected with Stratec 9, it placed a little virus in your system.
Mm.
Does that sound interesting? So you have a
Um,
trouble, which is um, you you are infected with a technological virus.
ooh, that's cool because I think I have some like minor cybernetics that aren't really like major stuff, if I remember correctly. So yeah, that sounds cool.
We have all in caps on your other belongings, pocket sand. I'm not even sure what that means, but okay.
It's
It's literally just sand you throw at people. Great, great.
yeah, pocket
Throw it at the
sand.
reanimated clone troopers. It'll work for sure.
I don't think I have pocket sand, but
That's right, I do.
Oh,
sure.
sorry. Farouk Bryn
Yeah,
has
yeah.
it. Sorry. Yeah, you
That
just
makes
have a heavy blaster
sense.
pistol, which is
Checks out.
super
the,
awesome.
the Star Wars thing is a slicer virus, by the way.
Ooh.
Ooh, slicer virus. Do it, do it, do it. That sounds great. Slicer virus. Woohoo. Good. So Farouk Bryn, you were being attacked by some battle
Uh,
droids,
battle droids, B1 battle
and
droids.
Breaker is dealing is has made it right. Runs into some trouble you didn't expect, and will enter. I don't think the Stratok 9 is on the bridge, even though that's of course where we have most fights. It seems like a droid wouldn't really need to look outside. So I'm imagining that it's maybe near the engine rooms where the radiation is worse. Um, yeah, I see that. That is what I see, and I will introduce your trouble when we come back to you because we are going to take our mid-game bio break right here.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right, we resume in the bridge of the Deceptor,
Mhm.
and Captain Shag Cochran is negotiating with Stratog 9, offering, hey, I won't blow you away, right? I think, well, that was what you offered, and
Yeah, that's what was
Stratog 9 moved the pawn forward
yeah,
anyway.
that's what
You
I was like,
tractor beamed
let's
it.
see if and then it blew it up.
Yeah.
I would like to check in with just like get Breaker on comms, my trusted first mate, and just say like,
Oh, that sounds fun.
how is salvage going? It feels like we're gonna get pushed out soon. So, what's the situation in there? Eating, great. No eating on the job.
I think I'll pop in over the comms.
Yeah.
Whatever Cola doesn't answer, and I'm out of breath and I'm running and I'm like, we have him on the ropes. We'll figure it out. We've got this all handled.
Do you have the treasure handled?
We'll
Step
get the
one,
treasure once we've taken out this damn droid.
right?
Just one droid? How bad can that be?
Well, it's one droid running all the other droids.
Yeah, you
Huh.
can go cark yourself. And why don't you come over here and figure out how hard it is?
Oh, all right. Do you need a distraction?
No,
She
we're in the
is
middle
the
of a distraction.
distraction.
Yeah.
Oh. How big is the Orpheus? What is it?
Oh, the Orpheus is massive. Like it's broken in half, so
Great.
there's less of it. But originally, it was around the size of one of the smaller Imperial Star Destroyers.
Great. I'll see if I can take some heat off you.
Just
Raz,
don't blow
open
the
fire
core.
on the Orpheus. I'll try not to hit the core.
Yeah, there's some seriously explosive stuff there. You don't want to blow it up. Then you'll have to find another first mate.
I wouldn't want to do that.
That's good to know.
Raz, you need to take it head on, I think.
I'm sorry, I was typing. We're going in to
No, we're going to open fire on the Orpheus to try and get Stratec 9 to pay attention to us instead of them.
Got it. I'm sure this will go great.
Yeah, I'm sure it'll be great. Just don't hit the core; it'll be fine.
Your command is my pleasure, Captain. And
That sounded sarcastic.
I will open fire on the Orpheon.
Yeah, and let's do the big guns. Do all of
All
them.
the big guns.
All the big
2d6
guns.
plus 2.
Nice. This hit's gonna cause a lot of problems with people inside it.
That's a 13.
Holy crap, moly. These dice love you guys. That's
Nice.
amazing.
And that is like like a bunch of crew operating the big guns because there are six. It needs six crew to operate all the guns. That's
amazing.
All hands on deck there.
So on a 10 plus, we get close enough to board and get a broadside in. So I would love that we've pulled that shuttlecraft in, right? And we get close.
Blew up, right?
Yeah.
Sorry.
Yep.
Yeah. Unleash a broadside across the side of the Orpheon, and then our pirate crews are now in their spacesuits and jumping across to the Orpheon. We are.
So I just want to point out
Uh-huh.
that you guys had 3 suits that were rad.
Oh,
protected.
right. Very little. It's true. That's true. Okay.
Yeah, I think the intention is just like let them know that we are going to blow it up, whether our guys.
It's a little
are
bit of a feint.
Yeah,
in a
yeah.
way.
So
Like
like,
you're not actually going to board it because
yeah,
then your
we're
people are
trying to just get
gonna.
like Stratek to pay attention to us and hopefully divert resources away from the
Like
two guys.
Okay.
yes, Rich is very excited about the idea of you guys boarding. Unfortunately, Rich also set up a scenario where that could be deleterious, and I didn't want folks to remember later, or the off chance that someone's watching,
No, no, no.
go,
Okay.
"Wow, what the hell?"
So we strafe it and pay particular attention to its weapon systems.
Yeah, yeah. And while broadcasting, like we will continue to fire on you until you surrender.
Nice.
There'll be no salvage for you or anyone else.
Can I add a little bit of flavor to that?
Yeah.
How about the close enough to board? The crew actually tosses out some of the disabled buzz droids,
Mm.
so it like the other ship is being attacked by buzz droids from us, and that's the boarding part. Yeah.
Nice. Love it.
Fun. Dig it. Cool. That is a very successful tactic. The the ship was Stratok 9 of course knew this was coming, but unfortunately there's only so many resources it has to defend against a gigantic ship like you guys. You're crazy. You're all crazy. That's amazing. Kala, the ship Orpheon is riddled with turbo laser bolts, and everything shakes around you as you make your way to the engine room where there is an open breach leaking radiation out. You can actually feel the heat through your suit as the super tactical droid is distracted because it's trying to not lose. Uh, so you have a moment. What do you do?
Yeah. I'm going to look at my special thing. Um, don't think I can do something here that will help me commit my vengeance. No, I don't think so. I don't think this droid is useful for that. So, but I'm going to use my cold shot move because I'm about to get into a scrap, I assume, here.
Yeah, I would
I
imagine.
assume I can do that. So when you get into a scrap, you can throw yourself into a precarious position to make a cold shot. If you hit, choose a tag from the following options. The target takes that tag in addition to any harm. Just in case it survives. I don't know how tough this asteroid might be. So I'm going to do that.
That sounds awesome.
And I think throwing myself into a precarious position here. I think I have to advance like directly at this breach in the core in order to get close from like the side where it's because I assume it's kind of like hooked into some big panels and stuff, and it's focused there, but I have to sneak up behind it, and that's like going straight for the towards the core bridge. So if my suit gets punctured, I'm going to take radiation straight to the face, basically.
Awesome. It sounds like that's a bad thing. And it sounds like trouble, like radiation damage, but I think I'll just call it harm because you've already got a trouble. And I don't.
We'll see.
Yeah, we'll see. We'll see. We'll see. Good luck.
So I'm getting into a scrap. That's blood, where I have +2. Um, does this still count as using the size up information about like there's this one thing we need to take care of,
I
or
think
is that
I think no. I think you've used that to get where
yeah?
it is. You know where to target, and you did that thing. Because I think it's a +1 forward, although it doesn't say that way. So I can see why there's confusion.
Cool. I'm happy to just go with my +2, so I will do that. That's a 10.
Nice. Didn't even need it. Fantastic. So that is a called shot.
Yeah,
I'm trying to look at your called shot thing.
yeah. So I get to choose one of these tags: blinded, limping, maimed, rattled. I think blinded. They can't see
Oh, that's
anything.
cool.
Um, and I think this is like blasting. It's not blasting the droid. It's blasting the sensors it's using to.
Totally makes sense. Yes, yes,
Yeah.
yes. I love that. There's a bunch of like old 70s style terminals that are displaying things, and you blast right in the core, and they all fritz in the thing. Stratog 9 is it has its ocular units, but it's now blind to what else is going on in the ship. It's also getting
Mhm.
hammered by the Deceptor, and it is trying to raise defenses and firing blindly at the Deceptor while also trying to command the battle droids that are coming after Faru. Faru,
I
you took some harm before as you danced and zero G undulated away from the battle droids. And now the ship is being fired on by the shoot. I keep wanting to say Decepticon. I'm sorry. That is where my brain has been taking this word. The Deceptor. What do you wish to do?
So I think I'm running away, and I'm just trying to. At this point, I'm just trying to survive. There's enough distractions here. The distractions work too well. I think that's a break out,
I think
right?
so. Yeah, you break
Yeah.
out, state what your opening is. There's a lot of chaos and roll plus blood.
And I think since I'm doing it with acrobatic flair, I can swap that out to vinegar because that's one of my oddities.
Oh, do it.
Yeah. That's a 9. So I choose one and you choose one.
All right. A 9. So close. If only you had one more, you could get out scot free.
Um,
You do have luck.
I think I run into an obstacle I didn't expect.
I feel okay, but first instinct, I'll just state it out loud and then we could talk about it for a moment. I think the obstacle you didn't expect is you make your way to the hangar and uh Ollie is like pulling away.
Yeah, that sounds perfect. I mean, the ship's under fire, right?
Yes, it's like a bump this.
So, um, that's my choice. You get a choice as well.
I know. That is a um. This is also this gets silly, but I think you bring something nasty with you. A battle droid with no legs like floats and hangs on to you and is like on your back when you emerge into the hangar, and it's not attacking you now because Strateg 9 has a lot of other stuff going on. Um, Weird. Okay, where did you want to paste? Sorry, I will help you with this thing after I do this. Focus, Rich. So it's holding on to you, and Weekly says Roger, Roger, but has not yet actually squeezed or tried to rip your head off or anything, but it is clutching onto you and does not easily let go. And
If
also,
if I
the
can
ship's
add to
trying.
that,
Yeah.
yeah, I think that it's not trying to squeeze me, but it's shooting at the TIE fighter that's pulling out. So, and I'm like, don't do that. That's our way out. Yeah.
He was firing with a small pistol, a blaster pistol is firing at Ollie, and it keeps hitting the screen, but it's not piercing through the TIE fighter's armaments yet. So that's fun. So we come back to Kulla Breaker Breck, who took out its eyes, but not its actual ocular receptors. And Stratag 9 turns and reaches into itself, its little carapace, to pull out a blaster pistol and fires at you. You guys are now in a scrap. Um, and I think that you will take. It is not the most terrible blaster because it is a thing it can hide in his carapace. So 2 harm is coming your way, Gunslinger.
Cool. I think when I use my cold shot, I also get the regular effect of getting some
Yes,
scrap.
I think you have shot and also did on top of that. So you
Yeah,
got a
cool.
tag which is blinded,
Yeah,
and you did your 3 harm.
yeah.
So it is in. It is nearly gone.
Cool. So when I take harm, do I just mark it, or is there a move?
I'm not aware of a move. I haven't seen anything around
Cool.
taking harm, so you just eat it. You just eat 2 harm, and you can take care of it in downtime.
Yeah, cool.
You are now in a scrap. What would you like to do in response?
Think because I got a 10 plus, I have the anti, right? When I
Yes.
and there's this that I can act as if I have can spend it as if I have a bomb. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Cool. Um,
And bonds allow you to add 1 to your roll. You can give a trouble. You can learn their Achilles heel, and you can also use it to stand your ground against a compel.
well, learn their Achilles heel seems suitable here.
Awesome. You see that this thing, similar to the cables that Faru had ferreted out, there is a cable that is stringing out. The puppet master itself is also a puppet. And the Achilles heel is that there's actually a little droid brain in a box nearby.
Puppets all the way down.
It
Yeah,
is puppets all the way down. Its plan was for you to destroy the strategic droid and think you've won and leave, and then
yeah,
it
yeah,
would
yeah.
rebuild. That is its Achilles heel. Um,
Yeah.
so what do you do?
I kind like I'm trying to figure out some way to
It's Firegate. You must be eliminated, human.
yeah, yeah, yeah. I'm trying to figure out some way to use this for my vengeance because I'd really like to use my dark deed. Um, but I can't really think of anything.
Yeah, honestly, like I kept meaning to slide this in. Death is so disinterested in this entire
Yeah, yeah,
escapade. It is scrolling its little data pad and waiting for you to move on at this
yeah,
point.
yeah, yeah. Yeah, I think I'll just it's like I'm moving forward through the radiation, blasting the droid, and it's telling me to stop, and then I just turn the blaster and blast that little droid brain instead.
Yeah, that's boom.
Grab
That is
it. Oh,
that is
wait, yeah.
that is
Ah,
it. You take out the droid brain that was controlling the
yeah.
droid that was controlling the droids. It was blind, and now uh and power kind of flickers for a moment. The strategic droid stops moving, um, just like someone turned off its power or its motivator. Faru, the battle droid that was holding on to you, is still clutched, but it stopped firing at anything, anyone. And outside Captain Shag Raz, the 2 of you see that all the Orpheon has gone dark.
I think we got it, guys.
Over the comms, the lump is pleased. I'm watching this.
Breaker, grab what you can off the ship, get it on board, and let's get out of here. We had an
Captain.
Imperial scout droid coming by. We don't want it to come by again.
Isn't there a a move for this?
There is. It's called plunder.
Plunder.
Dang it. It is under
Shipping
game
down.
terms, which is a terribly named thing. No, it's not. It's
Yeah.
where is it? Special moves?
Basic and special
Special moves. When your crew plunders a score of booty, roll plus blank.
Whee!
The fates give a bonus to the roll from 0 to +3 based on how good the plunder ought to be. Take -1 if you're doing it in a hurry. It
Which we
sounds like
are.
you're doing it in a hurry. I think it will be
Yeah.
+2 plunder. So that would be a +1
Yeah.
on a hit. Yeah,
I'm commanding them. Do they get the command bonus?
I think so. That
Okay.
seems like a thing that should happen.
That would throw another +2 on it then.
Oh, wow. You may roll
Or
to-
is this? Yeah. Hmm. I'm wondering if this is something that like we on board the Orpheon are doing, or is this something like the crew is?
Or I guess I would have to come over and lead myself, which I'm happy to do. Lead the salvage effort.
Without a radiation suit?
Have to get a radiation suit.
Could we dock?
Yeah,
Could we-
yeah.
Could we turn off whatever's generating the radiation?
That's the cracked core.
Yes, yes. There will still be ambient radiation, which could be a thing that you guys can work your way past or through. Also, where the irradiation is the engine room, not where the stuff
Right.
was stored on the manifest list. So,
So basically, we can jettison the core,
Yeah.
and it gets way away from us, and then we just have to deal with the ambient stuff.
yeah.
It's safe enough for now.
So, again, Ali is an NPC here. Do you just release the remnants of the patrol craft and tractor beam the TIE fighter, or do we want to say that Ali was just escaping and now that the trouble's fine, turns back around and says, yeah, everything's good, guys. That was fine. I was just moving to a safer distance.
I like
Like
that.
Alien, I just moved to a
Yeah.
safer
Yeah,
distance.
yeah,
I
yeah,
didn't
yeah.
abandon you.
That's fine.
Okay, so yeah, Ali says, "Oh yeah, I was just moving to a safer distance. They were firing on the ship. What?
Great.
No, it
It's
wasn't
safer,
abandoning
safer on
you.
the Deceptor. Come on board.
Cool. So
Yeah.
then
So
we,
I would like to get over there, get a rad suit or get an ejector, whatever, and personally lead, hands on the feet on the ground.
that sounds fun. I don't want to stop that from happening. So you eject the core. You're able to dock with the Orpheon and lead this plundering. So that's going to give you some bonuses. You're doing it in a hurry, so I'll give you a -1 to it. It was a 2 bonus from the Fates based on how good the plunder ought to be.
Mhm.
Because boy, an X on a ship with only +1 plunder sure seems like a dick move from the Fates, and I'm not.
This is my special treasure map that
Not
I
a
got.
dick. Like I
Yeah,
almost
yeah.
want to make it +3, because it is a special like character playbook. So does anyone feel like I'm being too Monty Hall if I say it's a +3 because it's like the captain's playbook starting thing? Does that seem okay to you guys?
And I mean, it is a thing that what's her name? No, I stole it from my rival,
Mhm.
and so assuming like she was after it for some reason, which may be good or bad. So
Mhm.
I'm
Mhm.
happy to find out as we go.
Okay, sounds good. So then I will go with yes, it is +3 -1 because you're in a hurry, and then you have some bonuses, but again, max we roll with is a +4.
That's 4. Great. I will roll the plunder then.
But that's sorry, just the mechanical thing.
Yeah.
What's the move you're using, Cochrane?
It is the command move.
So,
So
that's-
I'm leading
but
a group
that's-
of crewmates to accomplish
yeah.
this move. Yeah.
Yeah, but that's for basic moves, and this is a special move.
True that. Yeah. What do we think?
I think this game's incredibly unclearly written, is what I think.
Yeah.
I also think it says you can roll with plus polish instead of the original move trait. So that would mean you would replace
+0.
you would replace the +3 from the fates, right? Oh no, the fates are giving a bonus.
That's a
Not-
bonus.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Okay, you're right.
Yeah, but it's only on a basic move. I do I agree
Yeah,
with Ondish that
I think that's
it's a
Rich's
special
call.
move.
What do you
Yeah.
think?
I think I'm going to say that it's not a basic move. I still want you to command, and I don't
Yeah.
want to defray that, but you guys will roll with a +2 then,
Can
because that
we,
command is not.
but can we spend bonds for a bonus here?
Yes,
Or
Yeah.
you can
luck.
spend bond and luck for
Whoever's
any
rolling it can
bonus.
spend
Yeah.
luck. Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, yeah.
Yeah, I'll spend a luck on there. Why not? I've got a luck.
Okay, so you take a +1 forward. That will push you up to a +3.
I
Cool.
spend a luck as well,
Okay.
if I can.
Uh,
Um,
Can I? Or can I not?
And where's my
I
luck?
think you guys are all doing this kind of sort of together. Your crew is
Yeah.
plundering a score of booty, so I
Ooh.
think yes,
Yeah.
luck's pretty powerful, and I don't see why you couldn't.
All right, do it.
So that is a +4 then. You are now rolling with a max bonus, and you
That is as
spent 2
well.
luck to do it. I'm excited for this roll.
A 12.
We
Wow. That's impressive. On a hit, each crewmate takes 1 treasure plus 1 special item they choose from the list below. So there's some like 7 to 9 stuff. We don't have to worry about that.
Yeah.
So the list below is, I'm highlighting it. It starts with a beautiful 2-harm weapon, an old a strange object with mysterious powers, an old dangerous container or book, documents and idents you can use for various thingies.
So you already mentioned some of the things that were
Yeah,
there. So the documents and idents can be the Clone War intel
sure.
logs, right?
Yeah,
I'd like
absolutely.
to take that if I can.
Mhm.
Yeah. Oh, but we don't know what the Fulcrum Spark is. Is that correct?
We don't. And I have a little thing that it could be, but if someone chooses it, then we can talk about it.
would that be an object strange and mysterious that the fates devising?
Sure could be.
I think I will grab the strange object.
Oh, I wanted a strange object.
But
There could
Melinda
be
is gonna
more
get.
than one strange object. Like just because that was the one mentioned on the manifest, be like, oh, we moved it. Oh, there's another one underneath. I don't know.
Basically, I'm after whatever Melinda wanted there. So I
Oh,
assume it's the strange object.
sure.
Yeah. And we each get 1 treasure, you said?
Everyone gets 1 treasure and sorry, 1 treasure plus 1 special item.
Cool.
And if nothing on that list trips your trigger, we can come up with something. I feel like the strange object allows us to go way off the map, as it were.
There are
I'm going to
also
choose
these.
the weapon.
Okay. Sounds awesome.
We also have the storm. What were they called? Storm
Oh,
crystal.
yes, the storm the storm gem power cells.
Yeah.
Mhm. We can
But
sell
I
that.
really, really want the intel to be able to blackmail someone because that's good for my revenge plan.
You got it. Go ahead and note it.
It is done.
What is Raz taking?
Hmm. I would like a strange object with mysterious powers of the fates devising. I think when we board the Orpheon, um, Raz goes to um sort of like the Imperial uh data store section of the ship, like what would the Republic would have stored things. Um, and starts looking through and trying to find uh I guess maybe this is going towards idents, but it's more I want some dangerous information.
Okay. Okay, cool. To be clear, this was not a Republic ship, it was a Confederate.
Oh,
It,
separatist.
it was a
This is
separatist.
separatist. Okay.
Yes, CIS.
That spot.
It's still dangerous stuff can be there too.
Yeah.
That sounds cool to me. We will say that you find a data rod of strange and dangerous information. Does that work?
Yeah.
Okay, cool. So
Um,
please make a note of
hey,
that.
is any of this treasure beautiful?
Well, the fulcrum spark is most certainly beautiful.
I got it. So all good then.
Locked in a small radiation-proof canister and wrapped in ceremonial cloth, bearing a sigil not unlike what is upon Stephen's chest.
Ah,
Well, didn't Stephen pick a
No, I mean
beautiful
Stephen the
weapon?
person.
Yeah,
Yeah,
yeah. Sorry.
but I think Mhm.
Oro picked a beautiful weapon as well, right?
Yep, that's right.
oh,
Yeah. But
Does,
I
does
think
that
we
mean
could.
anything to Captain Shog's playbook?
if there is a beautiful treasure, I am compelled to take it for myself.
Oh, then I think you both want it.
Um,
So now I will move into because
and
we
my
were
ground.
talking about it before. Let's move into your vice. I think if you screw over Faru and claim dominance, then you can have this thing. But she picked that out first, the fulcrum spark.
Yeah. I think I'm gonna spend my bond with Pharaoh and stand my ground. I think Pharaoh did a great job, and let's see, do I have to
Resisting a
roll?
compel. I'm so
Yeah.
impressed. Stand your ground. Let's see how it goes.
Spend the bond, explain how they're inspiring you to become yourself. Roll blank. Great. Yeah. I assume I got, the play by play as it was going over there. And it sounds like Pharaoh was like jumping into danger for the sake of getting, following orders basically. And showing themselves a valuable member of the crew. So yeah, I'm gonna roll
Roll
2d6.
blank.
There's some stuff below it. If the person is inspiring you right here, take a +1.
Oh yeah, there are some
You can
questions
spend
to answer.
additional bond, or if you're facing your vice, take a -1.
So
This,
you are right here. We're plundering together.
That's right.
but you are definitely facing your vice, right? Because it's something beautiful. You're compelled.
Yes.
Okay. So it's still a flat. Okay.
Yep.
Is it my? So let me think.
Oh,
I
do
don't
you
think.
roll this or do I roll this?
I think I roll it because I'm the one
Yeah,
standing
because
out against
you
the
could
competitor.
overrule. What were you
Yeah.
going to ask
Okay.
though, Major?
I don't think this is my vice right now because I'm not resisting because my vice isn't checked. So I'm not resisting that for the sake of the crew. I'm just resisting it to not do the thing. This is
Okay,
just part of on line 38 there. It's just like part of me being a jerk.
sounds good. Yeah, you're compelled to take it for yourself. Okay.
So cool. I'm gonna roll with +1. Stand my ground. That is a 9,
Okay,
which
on a 7 to 9.
mark of trouble or give in. Um. Wow. So the only trouble I had. So would it be a new trouble that you would give me?
Yes.
I'll take the new trouble. I think that sounds fun.
Cool. I want to make that trouble specifically keyed to the fulcrum spark.
Okay.
Um, and again, first time making trouble,
Mhm.
so feel free to say that was dumb. Uh, I think that okay. I have two flavors here. Do either of interest you? The first one is that this fulcrum spark does significantly more damage to Captain Shag Cochran for some unnatural reason,
Mm.
or this thing continues to compel and call you to it
Mm.
as Faru wields it, sells it, whatever.
So this is the weapon that
Yes.
yeah,
The
right.
beautiful weapon.
Interesting. How would hmm. So tell me what the weapon looks like.
Well, as if Faru reveals it to the others, it looks like a beautiful light foil You've seen
Mm,
those. You're in the Tapani sector, but
mm,
for some reason the power generator looks larger, as if it could generate more energy.
mm.
It might be a light saber of some kind.
Ooh. Um, interesting.
Although it could also, this is like checking in with Steven, it could be a light whip of some kind.
Mm.
No, I think a lightsaber makes more sense here.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
So let's see, I am uh so I think as this is going on, like I'm there with the crew as folks are salvaging. And I think I'm actually like I feel like, can I take a look at that? And like I want to examine the lightsaber before you take it. Just kind of like turn it over my hands and hand it back. I think it feels like the trouble should be related to like specifically either us or someone in your position. So can it be like I feel that you're obligated to follow my orders now that I've like given you this boon.
That's hilarious. You're just convinced that this like wins all
Yeah,
arguments.
it's like, okay, you get the special weapon, but you are now my you are my sword now. You have that basically. That makes sense.
It
I'm not sure
does.
how that exhibits as a trouble or and manifests as a trouble.
I
Um,
don't want it to be a trouble that forces Faru to do
no, no,
anything.
no, no.
It's a
Yeah,
trouble of Shag's
yeah,
perception of things.
yeah.
So,
And so
um,
like maybe I maybe it ties into unrest. Like if I tell Fur to do something and they don't, like unrest gets marked, or maybe I take a hit of some kind, or
or you're incredibly easy to dupe, like hoodwinking you because you just assume Faru is now your blade
yeah,
as a
yeah, something like
bonus.
that. I feel like it should be tied to like my assumption that they are like super loyal to me now, and like what happens if that doesn't happen.
So, what I've got is a lever upon the fulcrum for a name. Grovel or debase yourself for forgiveness on your actions is what would clear you of the trouble.
Mm.
Um, and then something I believe. So currently your captain move with polish. Um, you can you mark unrest, right? Um,
Can I think you kicked something off there.
yeah.
Maybe uh if Faru so if I give a command and Faru disagrees, the crew disagrees.
Oh,
Ah.
And I don't get that bonus and whatever happens.
So
okay.
when making a command roll, if Faro doesn't agree, treat it as a miss.
Yeah, that sounds right. Yeah,
Okay.
That's interesting.
that sounds great.
Okay.
Yeah, and like I assume you're my sword, and that is up to you whether that is true or not.
Great.
And I
Are
guess
you
that's
cool with that,
off track.
Steven? Does that
Yeah,
sound
that sounds
interesting to you?
great.
Okay. There's a question from Greg about someone trapped inside as the backup of the super tactical droid. Are you saying that's your choice instead of the data
No, that
rod?
like the date that is what the data rod is. The super tactical droid
Mm,
backed themselves up before they died,
Ah,
and
nice,
now I
nice.
have their ability, their consciousness in that little data
okay,
crystal.
cool. Because I totally misunderstood that and answered based off of what I thought you were asking. Cool. Um, so Andesh, what did you choose? You would the intel.
Yeah.
Captain Shag, because you don't get the beautiful item, you give that up, but you, the player, still get to choose a thing.
Yeah.
So, what do you want?
Oh, that was that the fulcrum or
The fulcrum was the beautiful thing.
yeah. Oh,
No, no,
so
no, 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 no.
the
The
weapon was
weapon was the
the
beautiful
thing.
thing.
Yeah.
The weapon is the fulcrum. The fulcrum spark was the weapon.
Oh.
Oh, oh, okay.
To be clear,
Oh.
there were three things that I had listed: the
Ah,
storm
Okay.
gems, the intel, and we can make up more stuff. I'm
Yeah.
just saying, of those
Yeah.
three, the Fulcrum Spark was the thing wrapped with Jedi symbols and
Yeah.
Oh,
Sorry, I
okay.
didn't get that.
Yeah, yeah,
that's why I
same.
wanted to make sure I was
Two separate things.
clarifying.
Um,
Apologies.
what do I think that Melinza would have been after here? I think that's like whatever that is, like that's what I'm after.
Yeah, I was thinking it was the lightsaber that is of Massetti design.
Oh,
It is an ancient relic to the Massetti family.
I did not understand that. I may
We
I
can
may
change it though.
I may roll that back and ask for it. Like take that instead then.
So you were
Okay.
going to take it from Faru?
Yeah.
So you're not going to stand your ground?
Yeah, I'm not gonna stand my ground. Yeah, I thought they were two different things. Sorry.
Okay.
Yeah.
Sorry for me and now. Yeah, let's
Yeah, no
roll back
worries.
and make sure that that's are we cool with saying that the Fulcrum Spark is the lightsaber and the lightsaber is the Fulcrum Spark? It's the most beautiful thing and it's the
Yeah,
thing that your Massetti rival wanted
yeah,
because it's not the dark saber,
right.
right? She can't rule the Massetti clan, but it will gain her a significant amount of prestige if she carries it around.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. And I will monologue all of this and say like this is the map that I stole from her. This is the treasure that she is after. This is why we came. I'm taking it.
And if only Faru had power over the crew to create unrest.
So you took it. There is no stand your ground.
Right.
I just choose another item. Is that correct?
Yeah. Or I mean, or you can fight me over it. It's your call.
Um, I don't really care. I don't care about this stupid thing. It means
Cool.
nothing to me. Um, I could fight you over it and I would win. I think I tell you that. Um, but I think instead I'm going to take those storm gems. Um, and that would be the choice is a beautiful weapon, or this is another weapon that'll be chosen.
Yeah.
Um, and it is 3 harm, one wreck, right? That makes sense
Yeah.
because these things blow up and do awesome things.
Yeah.
How many did you say there were?
There's a crate of them.
Is that the crate that I first saw when Aru came in?
The crate with the little faint lights
Yeah.
on it? Yes.
Ah, okay. Thank you.
What does Cola take?
Got the intel.
The intel. Oh, right. Okay.
And I'm assuming this is like someone who served on this ship or something. There's something incriminating on them that I can use, who's hopefully placed closely to the ISB director or like somewhere around.
Yeah, for sure. Maybe it's Grandpa Carnus, the Imperial officer Drell Carnus's ancestor. That seemed fun and interesting.
Yeah.
Good. Okay.
All right. Everyone grab what you can, get back on board.
Don't need to tell me twice, Captain.
And
We must not dwell here longer.
does it the size of the Orpheon, is it something that like with a sustained barrage we could just like blow up, or
Yes.
do we just leave it damaged?
Yes.
Great.
You
I think
could.
on the way out, just wreck it as much as possible, make it clear that there's nothing here but junk.
Cool. Yeah, you lay waste to this thing. The ejected core means that this doesn't get worse,
Mhm.
and then you clear the field, and then the rest is silence. This black inky night as you have plundered and made sure that no others will return to get anything more from this place. You had mentioned, Captain, Captain Cochran, that you had a lair.
We do. Yeah. Let's go home and party.
Okay. So you've already
Uh,
marked it on our Tapani sector. I'm sorry, I talked over somebody, but I just want to
no,
real quick. You marked it
that's right.
on the map. Is it the skull and crossbones?
It is. Yep.
Excellent. So what was the someone was
Well, while we're, you know, pillaging this ship, Raz would stop and see Cola, right? With has Cola removed the clone trooper armor?
Not until we're in a rush here, so not
Right.
until we're like done with the plundering and moving away.
Raz would step in front, not holding his hand up, but not touching you.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Scorpion, you are injured.
Yeah, yeah. I took what was it? Was it the radiation that injured me, or was it something else? I don't remember.
Oh, you got shot by the droid.
yeah.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. Yeah. I guess I am.
You should seek medical attention
You offering?
if you will allow it.
Sure. You know what you're doing, right?
You are not the first I have patched up. No.
And the others survived.
Raz just gestures towards the medical bay.
I guess I'll take my chances with you as well as with anyone else.
Is there a way to heal? I didn't actually look.
Um, what I saw in a move at some point was whenever you start the next mission, you heal everything.
Yeah.
Oh, that's it.
Hmm.
Okay.
So you could definitely use this instead to do some see testing bonds because we're entering downtime. That's
Yeah,
where we're
right.
headed. So let's see, testing your bonds confronting though, so I don't think that necessarily does it. Huh. I guess since you heal, this is just a way that you guys. Is there a way to give new bonds? I don't see it.
The way I saw to give new bonds under test your bond is if you get a 10 plus.
I mean,
So you,
this could we could definitely play this as a test your bonds, like
Hmm.
if we're kind of pushing against each other,
Mm-hmm.
and maybe Raz thinks I'm being too reckless, or maybe I think I'm unsure about his loyalties or something.
Where is test? Oh, there it is. Okay.
It's on, yeah.
Yeah, I like this as a test your bond.
Should we get into this now, or do we do the downtime stuff next session?
Well, looking at time, we could get into this if you guys see it as a like 10-minute thing. So I say go for it.
Okay.
Cool. So is it how does downtime work? Do we do one move each, or what's the
Well, it's unclear.
okay.
Oh, but begin downtime when you enter a port
Yeah,
or
go
rest a
into the
while.
layer. I am going to say
Yeah.
you got to pay one treasure to avoid the watchful eyes of your pursuers because you have the jewel with you. So even though
Right.
you're going to your lair, people could know and narc you out.
Hmm.
So is that one treasure each?
It is one treasure to as a crew, which is great because if it were one treasure each, that would be really mean.
Mhm.
And a downtime is one round of things.
So it sounds like
So
one move each. Yeah.
it's yeah, you get one downtime action. You can do more, but you have to spend treasure for extra downtime. Three treasure for extra
Cool.
downtime for the entire crew to take to
Oh,
cover
okay,
your
okay.
expenses.
Is
So
that
it's not that unclear. I take it back. It's right there in begin downtime. It's pretty clear. You get one
Yeah.
downtime action, and if you want to take more than one downtime action, you got to pay.
Mm. How much treasure do we have? Question mark.
Everyone just got one treasure.
mhm.
Okay.
Is
Where did
that
we
I
get
had
pooled?
one from before.
How do I mark a treasure?
I think everyone gets their share of treasure. I don't think we're pooling it, right?
That's right.
So,
Because the plunder move, if you fail, you get one treasure. And I think that's one treasure among everyone if you
mm,
fail. But
Yeah.
if you get a hit, then everyone gets one treasure.
yeah. I mean, fictionally, I think as captain, I will allow you all to keep your own share of treasure.
Yeah.
Because everyone has done a great job.
And there's nowhere
That's the
on the
rules of the
keeper
ship.
that I can find where you automatically track treasure, so we'll
Yeah.
probably have to keep that in notes.
I
Yeah.
there's something about items.
Yeah, I'm just keeping it in my like belongings.
Yeah,
Yeah,
under my
there's a,
belongings, I already had a treasure. So
Okay, that
yeah.
works.
Rich, can you describe who or what we're paying the treasure to, just like to make it make sense, I guess.
Yeah, that makes sense.
An info chant.
Ooh, I love info chance. I do, I do, I do. You're paying the treasure to make sure that no one narcs you out. So
So we're
I
like
think,
bribing a patrol or
yeah, you're bribing a local patrol. It's like a Tapani patrol to make sure
yeah,
that no Imperials know about it. Let's take a look into
yeah,
your
'cause
Tapani sector. You're in,
we're
well, you're
like
like right on the border of the free worlds.
yeah.
And let's
I
say,
think it's just a tow over into Pelagia, so maybe it's a Pelagian
yeah,
like
you play a
like a
Pelagian. Ooh,
border
ooh, ooh,
Pelagian
ooh.
border patrol.
Is it a particular night that we talked about in Wishes that you are
Yeah, if
paying
Brad's
off?
okay with that,
What she's taking bribes on the side?
up to you.
She may not consider it a bribe.
It is
Wow.
what do you
Okay.
call when you give tribute? It is tribute.
It's a contribution to the cause. Isn't that how
Yeah,
you're phrasing it?
tribute to the great house Pelagia.
Greg, it's okay. I can do something
No,
else
no,
if
no. I think she's unaware that that it's actually pirates.
Yeah,
I
I
think
mean
it's laundered in some way that she's unaware that it's piracy.
we are in an imperial ship, so
Hmm.
Valara Nova, pirate hunter, is taking money from not pirates.
Yeah.
That's
great.
great. Awesome.
Um, as captain, I will spend one of my treasure.
Oh, how magnanimous.
Imperial credits or whatever they are.
Yeah. Okay, then
I
we
started with
will
one treasure,
begin
so I still have
downtime.
one.
So, looking at time, do we want to save that test your bond to the beginning of next session so we can do whatever okay.
Okay.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. I'd like to see like what the lair looks like and have a little bit of color
Yeah,
around it.
that's true.
Yeah.
That's a
Yeah.
really, really good point. So then let's move to end of session. There is, how does XP is like XP on a miss, and is there end of session? I feel like there's an end of session something or other. Am I misremembering?
It chapters end. Is that
Yeah, that feels right. The
Yeah.
chapter. Leave downtime. Begin a new adventure. So you ended your current adventure. I'm sorry. I wish I had a better handle on all of this stuff.
under the mark experience, one of the options is during a chapter's end move, you can choose to mark one experience.
mm, where is chapters end?
Is that in here somewhere? Or are you reading a PDF? Where...
I'm reading in the character keeper under
Yeah,
special moves. There's mark experience.
I still see that the chapters
Yeah.
end move.
Margaret, okay.
So that references the chapters and move.
Yeah, which the word chapter is on every single page of the book.
You search
There we
for
go.
like the phrase.
Page 175, chapters self-care. If in doubt, chapter ends when the current story reaches some small satisfying conclusion. Capture the treasure. That sounds great. Chapters end. At the end of the session, ask the group, have you defeated an important foe, claimed a great treasure, or accomplished one of your crew's goals? If so, this is the end of the chapter. Each PC replenishes all of their bonds, then chooses to mark one experience, mark two luck, heal two harm.
but we'll heal harm anyway when we begin the next
That's
thing,
true.
right?
That's kind of weird.
Or is it talking about that?
No, because that said heal all. When you begin a new adventure, leave port or reach a destination, finish your downtime and heal all harm.
Yep.
Hmm.
But I
Interesting.
think you can end a chapter and not
True.
be in
Yeah, yeah,
downtime.
yeah.
I think
Yeah.
is why those
Yeah.
those seem mutually exclusive, but I don't think they necessarily are. I'm going to be putting this in the special moves. I see it now, and we'll copy and paste that into special moves so that we have access to it. So fun. We
You're
are
not
learning this game.
We are
yeah, yeah.
learning.
You're not getting a lot of experience here unless you're failing a lot.
It's true.
Which is fine.
Yeah,
Uh
we're doing too
Yeah, we
good.
just rolled really hot this time.
yeah, yeah, yeah.
I will. So for our renown system on the ship,
Mm.
our important enemy is the Empire. So we have not confronted or escaped our important enemy. Are we unable to mark plunder loads of treasure? Because we definitely did that
Where's
until
that?
we've done that. So under ship, if you go down, it's different for every ship.
Mm.
There's the renown system. So one renown, you confront and escape your important enemy. Two renown, you confront and escape your important enemy again, and then plunder loads of treasure. I'm just curious if you can hit these at any point, or
Yeah, I think we plundered loads of treasure, so that was a renown
okay,
point, right?
That feels right.
Yeah.
okay.
Okay. Yeah. You should do that.
Okay,
Cool.
cool.
Fudge.
1/5 of the way to retiring.
Sweet.
One,
It's definitely going to happen. Okay. So we did our chapter in, and I now have it in the character keeper. So yay for that. Let us then. That's it. I think that's the end of session stuff. So we will do our stars and wishes. So let's do that thing. We start with wishes so we can end with stars. Who has some wishes for our second session?
I want to see what the lair looks like. I've got a loyal crew there waiting for me, and a supply of a valuable resource, a rare resource or something. So I'll think about what that is. But yeah, I just want to like get the Pirate Cove vibes and see what that looks like.
Yeah, I want to try out the downtime stuff and have this scene with Raz. I'm looking forward to that.
Yeah.
I there's some things going on. I want to push my bonds more. My playbook seems to be very bond driven and that kind of stuff, and I don't think I'm doing that. So I'm going to push bonds a little bit more if I can.
I'll also echo Stephen that uh, one, I can get really badass if I somehow manage to bond more with the ship. But also, uh, I don't have a lot of bonds with Ali, with the captain, and one of the reasons I was wanting to test the bonds with Cola is because specifically, like I was looking, I was like, well, do I heal Faru or do I heal Cola? Oh, I already have a bond with Faru. I mean, right? I wanna push that a little bit.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm saying that I probably have the least amount of bonds right now. I only have two, so I should probably look at that.
I will commit to reading some more about the bonds stuff and figure that out.
Oh, it did Captain Cochrane not end up taking the trouble
I did not
because
know
of how
because
that
I
was? Okay,
didn't.
got it.
Yeah, I didn't do the move. But I did cut it and paste it somewhere else because it's cool trouble. I'll save it for later.
Okay. Then you, Greg, went last with wishes. You get to go first with stars. Do you have any stars from our session?
I really enjoyed Faru and Kola doing the very piratey thing of taking the ship, and who doesn't love a good super tactical droid? Rich, I like that a lot. And then I'm looking forward to I appreciate, Mark, that you are leaning into it with you're trying to hit the command as often as possible because you want to see that unrest mechanic,
Yeah,
and I want to see that too. So, um, yeah, looking forward to that. A fun piratey adventure. We're
yeah.
getting there. It's fun.
You're muted, Rich.
Thank you. Trying my best. So let's move on to get any stars from Steven.
Um, yeah. So again, similar to what Greg said, this felt very piratey. I really like that. I really appreciated Rich the way that you set this up so that we could, you know, plunder and fight the crew on the other ship. That worked out really well. I loved seeing Breaker, being able to go one on one with the tactical droid. That was awesome. And find out what needed to happen, right in the nick of time. That was great. Um, and I also liked discovering all the different mechanisms. In this game, it seems very busy. There seems
Mhm.
like a lot of rules, but like that discussion that we had with um the captain being compelled to take the beautiful treasure and, you know, seeing the example of how we break that compel and then this is how the trouble that explanation made it make a lot more sense to me.
Yeah.
So I really liked that. Yeah.
Thank you for those stars. And next up will be Andesh.
Yeah, very similar. I like that we took the time to dig into how the troubles work and all of that. And it seems like we have it figured out now. So that's good. I really liked Steven's idea about putting the clone trooper armor on me and doing all the acrobatics, like leaning into your shtick. That was good. And seeing the interplay between Shag and Raz is also that's cool. To see that
Mhm.
develop further. Um, yeah, I like the game a lot so far. There are oddities, and as you've said, the rules aren't super clear about everything. But I feel like there's the game at its core is interesting and seems to work well. I was a little bit our last session. I felt like there there are very few basic moves, but at least this session they covered everything we needed, and that's what you want them to do. So yeah, I'll be interested moving forward to see if we end up somewhere where we don't feel like we have a move, or if this is, um, or if we don't.
Cool. Finish this up. Major, any stars still left out there?
Yeah, this was fun. What everyone else said, I think it was a fun, very Star Warsy, jumping between like the battle inside, the battle with the ship, the evil computer doing stuff. Yeah, it was just fun to like plunder a ship and see how that'll work and have that crew interaction. Kind of like not really butting heads, but kind of exposing that friction with Raz. And then being like, Breaker, you're my guy. And yeah, being able to lean into the what it didn't hit my vice yet, but it was my thing of like, please give me the treasure now. And I'm excited to see how that gets us into more trouble in the future.
I really appreciate everyone's keeping eyes on your character's stuff and helping out by pointing them out. There were several times when folks were engaging moves or angling towards things that were playbook oriented that I'm trying to keep a bunch of other plates spinning would not have thought of. I will get more cognizant of those things as we go, so I appreciate the support early on. Also love the reactions to things, especially Andesh with Cole after I do the spooky box text. Like I'm going to be shooting stuff, and it's exactly what I expected. So very happy with that. I liked the reveals of a few unexpected things and how it forced us to think of cool stuff. I also enjoyed Plowish and the creation of our little NPC. That is a little paint the scene thing that was super fun. So good stuff all around. Really enjoyed the session. Looking forward to more. So with that, we'll bring this session to a close. Thanks everybody for
Before
playing.
you do, before you
Yes.
do, I want to get this on the recording. I think we missed a move.
Oh,
Cola, after you kill someone, you're visited by
Mm.
death in your dreams, right? And I think the droid counts as that.
Ooh.
So I want to see that next session.
let's
Yeah,
put
yeah,
that in the wishes so that I
yeah,
remember it as well.
absolutely.
Good point.
Nice.
Baby,
Even
when I
though I
put you
was
under.
bored, Death says, I'm still going to visit you in your dreams.
I mean, this could be, Roz, didn't you get the crystal that's like, the duplicate of it or something like that?
Hmm.
Yeah, it's back off.
Yeah.
So it could be involved with some of that somehow, but yeah.
And they're not totally dead.
It's
I
true.
have their backup in a
Mostly
weird
dead.
way.
Stratag 10 is still around. Cool.
Yeah.
That's great. Thank you, Steven. Steven, that's wonderful. Thank you very much. Okay. Oh yeah. Bounty Hunter friend. I need to do that. Awesome. With that, we'll bring the recording to a close.